Path of Gaming right here, right now, bringing you a coaching session with Demon again. Let's see how she's improved from last time. So, what do you like to start? And welcome, of course, welcome.
Thank you. I have come to quite like nicking either Negatron, a sword, or a tier at this point. If it's going completely wrong, I'm going for a glove.
Negatron, please explain Negatron.
So recently, after a lot of the mages came back and became a lot more popular, Vega builds started returning, so did Nami builds.
Okay.
So in order to combat some of the damage that you take from the mages, I'll choose to go for a Negatron Cloak early. It also gives me easy access to something like a QSS later, or it gives me access to a Runance if I should get a bow.
I don't think that's it. I don't think you want to, like, what do you slam with the Negatron right away? Like, you should think about what you can slam right away.
Well, either I slam Runance, or I slam Chalice, or uh,
Ionic, I guess.
yeah, Ionix, last one, yeah.
Wait, can you play Nami here?
Uh, Not entirely, but I needed something to start out with.
I would. Okay, if you yeah, she's mage, so it's better than enlightened. Like mage Nami is okay, but you have no items and no synergies for her. I would have just skipped. Cause like okay now it's not terrible. First of all, what you could have done, is you could have played the Threshes, right?
Yep.
And you could have waited to see if you drop a tier or rod and then buy the Nami. If you don't drop a tier or rod, you never buy the Nami, okay? Because
Yeah.
yeah. Because like now that you dropped at least a tier, you can get a rod and you can kind of play Nami for a little bit. So what is your strongest board here? Okay, interesting. Okay, what do we? Okay, position. Okay, yeah, you position. Good, good, good. So, yeah, okay. I guess you started sword. Yeah. Okay, these items you cannot make anything. It's unfortunate. I don't mind the level up. You want to preserve HP. I think that's fine. So let's see. I mean, this is fine.
So as far as I recall, I know this game is an 8th, but what happens to go wrong is what you guys usually describe as the so-called on and off switch.
This is sorry.
Where
What?
I don't really well, the so-called on and off switch,
Oh
meaning
yeah.
where
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
really manage to stop win streaking, or I don't really manage to grief my board and come back.
Okay.
That
Why? Yeah.
is
Why do you give the
that's
sword to Hecarim? That
uh
that makes very little sense to me.
yeah, about the same amount to me. I think it was because I expected to keep the Twisted Fate, so I didn't want to slap a sword on him.
You're never keeping Twisted Fate.
Alright, fair.
Why would you keep Twisted Fate ever?
He's a mage
But he's the
at the
worst
moment.
mage. He is the absolutely worst mage for this comp.
True.
So Lulu's like 20 times better. So you want to put the sword on TF for now. Because Hecarim dies. TF is, first of all, I don't know off the top of my head, but what I always do, I'm 100% sure with TF, but you can just right click and check his attack speed. And just give the sword to the highest attack speed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's as easy as that. And ironically, you're more likely to keep the Hecarim than the TF, right? Because the Hecarim is a vanguard. You have like two vanguards, so
True.
you're more likely to keep the Hecarim than the TF. So oh shit, that was close. But yeah, so imagine, yeah, I think you would definitely kill one more unit. I think, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Fiora would be dead here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Fiora would be dead. If the BF sword was on the TF, Fiora's dead. You do see that, right?
Yeah, I do.
So that's 2H. And by the way, you could have at least put the bow somewhere.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about the bow for a moment, I think.
I think Thresh bow is actually fine, because if he attacks more, he
He
gets
more
more
shield
mana,
damage.
casts more. It's really good. Okay, so what? Okay, yeah, this is the on-off switch exactly. What tells you that you should pre-level here?
The fact that I don't have 10 gold.
But if you sell the Nunu, you're at 10 gold.
Oh, I think I know why. It's because I'm thinking to put in Nunu for an Elderwood trade once I find either Lulu or Vega, or both.
Yeah, but okay, that like you want to get to 10 gold. You just lost. You want to get to 10 gold. Like early gold, like you do like these analyses and all that crazy shit with Excel, right?
Yeah, to an extent.
So or like some kind of calculation. So there's lots of calculations, or there's some calculations on the Reddit, and I have the calculations as well for myself. Like early gold is exponentially more valuable than late gold. So making one interest here is just too good. Like making one interest here, like if you had Lulu as well, like if you had Lulu and Nunu, then like pre-living is fine. But if you don't hit, like you're not guaranteed Lulu or Vigar on stage 2 at all. So you would just level up and put in like a Nunu for nothing really. But like the 10 gold is guaranteed. So it's like a huge gamble. Here you have guaranteed 10 gold and 1 interest. And you don't have a streak, right? You just lost. So no streak. Yeah, exactly. That should have been done on stage 2-1. Yeah, so no streak. So there's like maybe if you win here, you can pre-level. Like if you win, you can pre-level. But you shouldn't pre-level before the round even starts, because you don't know how it's gonna pan out, right? So now you're lost streaking, but you leveled up. Why is that kind of terrible?
Because I wasted some interest. And I gave myself a higher chance of winning, meaning I gave myself a higher chance of losing my lost streak.
Exactly. So it's like you either get your lost streak going, or you get your econ, like lost streak or win streak, or like lost streak with econ, or like win streak without econ. But if you're going lost streak and you're leveling up to get stronger, it's just kind of counterintuitive. All right, what do we? Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, this is just a bit of bad luck. But let's see how quick you are. You can spam click, right?
Oh, I can.
So let's see how well you spam click.
I don't spam click well enough as far as I recall. So I end up with the Grinzos.
Wait, what? You're not even trying to sell the Thresh. Why not?
Because because I didn't actually figure out it was a Thresh until I saw it on the Thresh itself.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah. So that took me a little bit, so I think this is where it starts fucking up, as I really need to pivot at this point, because I can't keep the Thresh around. At least not for long.
Oh shit, okay. Okay.
So yeah, this is where it starts going south, and it does that pretty darn fast.
Okay, yeah, what what is the play here? So here you can still redeem yourself by selling the Nunu and putting in a second TF. Because this way, you can never make 10. Right? You can never make 10. Yeah, if you put in the Garen and you sold the Hecarim, maybe you could have made 10. If you put in the Garen over the Nunu, or the TF over the Nunu, you can make 10.
Alright.
But if you don't make, like, if you're not making 10 here, you're so screwed. You are so screwed. Yeah, this is tough. And you should buy out your shop. Always buy out the shop. You never know if you hit something. You have a kindred, that's nice. That's okay. That is how can you do that? You have a 2-star unit,
I didn't think Windows was good on Fresh at all.
but it's a 2-star. It's a fucking 2-star.
Yeah.
You cannot sell a 2-star. And Gwynstow is actually like it's not. It's okay on Thresh. But this made you so much weaker, so much weaker. Like why not? Why not? Just put in the kindred over the Nunu. Right? Kindred over Nunu. Like I don't know. Did you watch most of my last game?
Some of it, only about half of it,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
It wasn't very smooth, but the way I got to 9 is I had a lot of 2-star units that I just picked up along the way, like a Janna, Teemo, Yummy. Like I just picked up 2-star units along the way. I played Silas for a while because 2-star units are just super powerful, and you never want to sell a 2-star for a 1-star.
2-star units are always more powerful than 1-star.
Yeah. Especially if it's a 2-cost, 3-cost. Like if it was like a Kane or Azir, maybe 1-star Azir is better than 2-star Thresh. It's still debatable, but you cannot sell this Thresh. This makes you super weak, and I don't understand this either. Why would you put in the Garen over? Okay, so we're pivoting into brawlers. All right. So then, if we're putting into brawlers, isn't Silas or Vi better than Maokai?
Again, depends on what I pick up later.
No, but I mean right now for this board.
Yeah. Vi would definitely be better due to her armor reduction, or Silas just because he stops them from casting.
Yeah. And what is the biggest mistake you made, apart from Side of the Threat? Biggest mistake you made last round?
Selling at 2 cost.
No, apart from that.
Not scouting.
Yeah. Who do you scout?
Everyone, or well, first place.
No, you don't care about first place.
I scout if other people are running similar comps to what I am.
That's not relevant right now.
I scout the ones I'm most likely to meet.
Yes. And what specifically are you looking for?
Assassins.
No. What is the most important thing that you need to happen this round?
Egon?
Yeah, you're on the right track.
Or Chosen?
Wait, sorry, what was it?
Chosen?
Chosen? No. No. But it's on the econ track. But what is the most important thing regarding econ and scouting?
I think you've lost me here.
You need to lose this round.
Oh, right.
Because if you go to a 4 loss streak, you get 2 gold and 2 gold. That's 4 extra gold. If you somehow win this, you're completely fucked. Like, if you somehow win this round, you're not winning this, most likely. But if you do, you're completely fucked. Because if you lose, you get 4 extra gold, which is a lot. Especially if you lose on 3-1 again. So, the most important here, after losing 3 times in a row, is to scout the weakest guys and make sure you lose against them. So the way you do it, like, you don't sell the Thresh, you put the Thresh on the bench. That's something you can do. And I will do that. And it's like, most people in like Grandmaster or Master and below, they're like, what the fuck is this? Like, I will have my Chosen on my bench, for example, for 2-6. because I know I need to lose that round, especially if I have like 3 losses or 4 losses before. So that's like econ. That's like the most important thing.
That's probably why I seriously struggle. I think to make it even worse, I do actually win this one.
Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So
Yep.
this means you're completely fucked. Okay. So now, your board is hella weak, your econ is shit, and your chosen is useless. So
Yep, and I'm on my ass. I'm aware.
like you know, you have no streak. Like this is the worst start you could have gone. Like you could have done. So like from the beginning, I wouldn't have even picked up the chosen Nami. That was the first thing. And like once you did, just like try to build around her. Like this is, you're just yeah, yeah. Everyone's in chat saying, "Oh, this is basically like just FF right here." So okay, so from this position, what do you think you can do from this position? I don't know if you're gonna do it, but like, what is like the only play you can do here? Or like not right now, but like general in this game.
Keep on loss streaking and play the cheapest units I can.
Okay, yeah.
Meaning optimizing my board cost, so it might be weak, but it's also somewhat strong, so it can kill some units, but not all.
Yeah, I mean Kindred is great at picking off units. Kindred is wonderful at that. So you probably don't lose like full board. But like, what do you have to do? Like on stage 3 and 4.
I am probably going to have to roll down on 3-2, or 3-1 in order to stabilize.
Yeah, there's a small rollout on 3-2 on 6, and then like a Hail Mary roll down on 4-2 on 7.
Yeah.
Like the way you like with what happened with the start and this, like you're praying for top 4, and you do that by getting to 7 and rolling to 0 on 7. That is your only way of getting like 6th, 5th, or 4th. Like if you're in this position, you need to realize that you're praying for top 4, maybe top 6.
Yeah.
Because this start is a top, like this start is a bottom 8. So from this position, it's like okay, I fucked up, or the game griefed me, or whatever. It's not a tournament, so it like doesn't matter. But it's like okay, so it's for LP. So if you want to get some LP, yeah, I'm glad you write that. I'm very glad you wrote that. Yeah. Right? That's exactly what I told you. And that's what you need to look for to make sure your streak does not get ended.
Yep.
Because it's not RNG. It's like up to you. Like, okay, do I make my board strong enough to win? Or do I make sure my board does not win? And he was the weakest guy, by the way. I'm pretty sure you don't beat, like, most of the people you don't beat. So, nice, you're at 30. That's good. Okay. Holy shit, that is super lucky, and please never do that. Why did you sell the TF?
Because I thought I really needed to hit just something. And CF was the easiest thing to get rid of.
But, okay. I don't want to sound like too much of a dick. Like, but it's like, how the fuck do you think you can level to 6 here? What was going on through your mind? I don't understand. Like, you hit econ. You're at 36 right now. Or, yeah, whatever. You're at 30 gold, right? Your board is still...
I should just have kept the gold and done absolutely nothing.
Your board is still shit. And now your board is still shit, but you don't have gold. And it's Zeke's here. It's Zeke's. It is 100% Zeke's. Okay. Why did you level up?
I think I was hoping to stabilize.
Okay.
To see if I could at least get some kind of streak going, or at least try to not lose all of my HP at the start.
Perfect.
Because I know losing all of my HP at the start means losing later.
Okay. So what item does that?
Well, Seeks is probably the best thing at preserving HP in this case.
Exactly, like what you said, what you wanted, like you leveled up. Okay, you leveled up, which I think was wrong. But then you don't make the Zeeks. So like you make one wrong play followed by a second wrong play. Sorry, but that's just what it is.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, like you fucked up by leveling up, and you fucked up even more by not actually getting stronger.
Oh yeah.
So like if you level up, it's like, okay, I level up, I'm desperate, I need to preserve some HP, I'm slamming a fucking Zeeks. Because on stage 3, it's still like, the fights are relatively long. Like this fight, you're gonna get your ass handed to you because he has a 3-star Aphelios.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like Zeeks, yeah, leveling here is only good if you have a streak, which you did not have. So you needed to maintain the loss streak. You didn't maintain the loss streak. You're not gonna go into a win streak, so there was no point leveling here. And by not slamming the Zeeks, you're just gonna lose more. Like if you slam the Zeeks, maybe you kill another unit. Like Zeeks, maybe you would have killed the Tom Kench. So like now, yeah, you're just digging a bigger and bigger ditch.
Yeah.
Like you gotta like either econ or be strong, but you can't be weak and broke. If you're weak and broke, you're not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh! Why are we rolling? Why the fuck are we rolling here? Give me one reason to roll here, please.
I have no idea what went through my head at that
Give
point.
me one fucking reason to roll here.
Again, looking for anything to stabilize.
But, okay. The way you get back into the game is by getting gold and using your economy. Yeah? Like,
Yeah.
the only way you get back into the game is if you actually hit 50 gold and you get to 7 at a reasonable time. And then you roll down to 0. You shouldn't roll down to 0 on 6. It's not worth it. Like, you still have enough HP to easily get to 7. And by the way, by the way, redemption is not that great. I don't think redemption is a good slam.
Yeah, I should probably have put it on Kindred so she would cast more often.
Shojin is not like it should have been Zeke's. It should have been Zeke's.
Yeah.
By the way, you have a Riven and a Wayne. Riven and Wayne. You have the Dust.
Yeah.
So you can play Riven, you can play Wayne, and yeah. So yeah, the people are saying yeah, you were rolling for a Chosen, but like. By the way, what do we know? What is this shit? This shit and this shit. What should we always do?
Buy out the shop.
Buy out the shop. This should always be a 0 at the end. Right? There's never like it should always be 0. So you always like if you bought the Thresh and Teemo and Wayne, you would have Sharpshooter Dusk. And boom, you hit Riven. So now you have 2 Sharps. And you can put in the Teemo for Kindred. You put in the Riven. And you put in a Wayne. Can that work? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and you have the Brawler front line. I think that's stronger, right? Teemo
It most likely is.
Teemo Wayne are sharpshooters. With Riven it's Dusk. With Kindred it's Spirit, and you have brawlers. You lose Elderwood though, but Elderwood is not that amazing because like you don't actually have any Elderwoods that are doing anything. They're just there as meat shields.
And a little bit of a comment on your chat. No, you shouldn't always buy Teemo. Teemo might be a somewhat decent unit, but he does also fall off pretty fast. At least if he doesn't have the right items.
But they're just saying like right now it wouldn't have cost you anything, so you always buy him.
Yeah, it's true. It's always buy Teemo in this situation, yeah, but not in every situation.
I would argue whenever it doesn't cost you econ, Teemo is one of the best units to put in. Why is Teemo OP?
Well, he stops units from hitting, so
Yeah.
he most likely makes sure that you survive longer and that you can kill more units.
The blind is too strong.
Oh yeah.
Like the blind is amazing. That's what I mean. Like the blind is really amazing. I'm glad you pick up the Riven. That's like the one correct play here. Nice. Okay. Okay, you did hit something. But okay, so who's in a better spot? Looking at you two.
He is, since he has at least 4 duelists and 2 enlightened.
No, fuck that.
Yes,
This is the most
yeah.
important thing.
Yeah.
His board is irrelevant. He can play whatever trash he wants. He's at the same HP as you. He's level 5, but he's rich. Right? That means come stage 4, he can go 7, maybe even 8, sell all the trash, and actually roll down for a comp. Which you cannot no longer do. You can no longer level up and find a comp. So this is kind of like, okay, you have to play what you get now. And this is like, now you're putting your hands in like the fate of RNG.
I have a habit of doing that. It's a bad one, but I have a habit of doing it.
Sorry, you happen, what? You do that often?
I have a bad habit of putting my fate into RNG.
And do you understand why? Because like your econ is fucked.
Yeah, I know. I have absolutely no econ, so I don't really have an option to improve my board.
So if you hit something, that's nice. If you don't hit, well, ooh. Selling the Riven, it's kind of, yeah, you had to. I mean, I agree with it. I agree that you have to sell the Riven. Okay, so how about some scouting and positioning, please? Please? Okay, so this is not it. You spend 20 seconds doing nothing. Why is positioning so important here? Like, how do you put, like, what do you want to happen during the fight, by the way? What do you want to happen?
So I would prefer that Lux stuns as many as possible, which means placing her opposite to the carriers.
Correct. What else do you want to happen?
I want to keep Kindred alive, also meaning placing somewhat opposite compared to the carriers, so she actually stays alive.
And putting meat shields in front, correct?
Yeah.
Maybe even a meat shield behind her in case there are assassins, right?
Yeah.
Which we haven't really scouted for.
No.
Okay. What else do we want to happen?
Preferably I should win, but...
No, I mean positioning-wise.
I want Hecarim in the middle.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Well, I want to make sure that the Maokai with the redemption is the first one to die.
Yes.
So I actually get his redemption drop.
Okay.
Which means putting him nearest the carriers, so he is the one targeted first.
Exactly. So you want Maokai on like maybe one side over here, so he gets hit by a lot, and you want Hecarim you want him to be surrounded, right? You want Hecarim to get surrounded because he's a 2-star and Elderwood. He's gonna survive, and if he gets surrounded, he'll heal more. So the play here is to put the Nuno in the back. Did you see my positioning most of the game? I had Maokai in the front.
Some kind of meat shield in the back.
and I had everything else in the back. Because I wanted Maokai to take all the aggro. So here you want Maokai and Hecarim to take all the aggro. You don't need Nunu to get hit. Nunu's kind of like right now. Nunu's more of a carry or like second line of defense. By the way, what's a stronger board here that you can play? Like right now from the options you have.
Either two Vanguards or going for possibly an Akali or Xinjiao.
It's the two Vanguards. It's the Garen over Lulu.
Yeah.
Because Lulu, like, she doesn't do much. Like, you don't lose anything by taking her out. But you gain Vanguard for 2-star Hecarim. Again, who are your, like, strongest units right now on the board?
It's us. Lux and Hecarim, in other words, and then Kindred because she's atomized.
Yeah. So Lux, Kindred, Hecarim. So you want to make sure that Hecarim is stronger. That's how you have to think about it, right? So, like, you know the answers, but, like, you should think about it beforehand or just, like, kind of have a feel for it in the game. So strongest board would be 2 Vanguards rather than 4 Elderwood. Yeah, this should be... Oh. I mean, the Lux at least gets a good ulti off. This is not a win? What? Oh crap, it's not a win. Holy crap, okay. So how do we position... Okay, first of all, yeah. Remember what I said about having Nunu in the back?
Yeah, that was the first mistake.
So if Nunu was right here, he's gonna eat the Elise. Evelyn. Then next thing, okay, Maokai is fine. It's kind of dumb that the horse is walking around like that. Like had the horse walked over there where Maokai is, the horse would probably beat that as well. And the Lux should have been in the right corner, right?
Yeah, she should have.
But that's just like not scouting and not preparing for this guy at all. And he's level 5, and he's chilling with 40 gold. So like, looking at gold and levels, you should be at least like 40 or 50 gold stronger than him.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah. That just shows that you kind of wasted gold. If you're at this low gold compared to him and he's still beating you, it's like bad itemization or bad, like what? Why would you sell the Lulu here? Okay.
I have no idea at this point.
You need to value 2 stars higher. Any 2-star. Like the reason I got to level 9 last game was I just had 2-star Janna, Teemo, Yumi, like random ass 2-stars, but they were 2-star. Like 2-star units are so strong. That's like the most important thing you need to do. 2-star units. So what do we want here? I'm not even sure anymore. IE? Interesting. So I guess Kindred is your Ashe, right? From that pickup?
Yeah, she is. Or she is about to become my Jin, rather.
Oh shit, okay. Oh. Oof, oof, oof. What is the Xin Zhao doing there? How is this stronger?
I think that was me attempting to make some sort of econ.
But Maokai is cheaper than Xin Zhao.
Yeah. I honestly have no idea.
Like, I like the Warlord, but why not keep the Maokai for Elderwood?
Honestly, I don't know at this point.
Cause with almost every play, you keep making yourself weaker. Do you see that right now?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, like every single turn, you just make yourself weaker. And it's really sad that you're not that you didn't hold the Teemo or the weight. Because Jin, if he had sharpshooter, he'd be Like not twice as good, but like 50% better or something, because he would ricochet. So
Yeah.
Aram is saying you wanted to play Vanguard. She could have played Vanguard, but she didn't need the Jin Chao. Yeah, it was definitely Nunu or Maokai over. No, Nunu's still there. I think Nunu's still there. Or it's Hecarim and Lux. Oh yeah,
To
it's Lulu.
get up to 20 gold.
But yeah, actually the Lulu you don't even need a Lulu. You could have had the Maokai over Lulu. Like you should have kept the Elderwood. Oh, we wouldn't have Elderwood. Sorry. Like yeah, Maokai over. Oh god, this comp. Like this is not a comp.
This is called being indecisive and panicking.
Yeah. I mean the Jin pickup is fine, but like. Yeah, look, like this is another thing. Looking at like lower elos. Look at these synergies. Do you remember my synergies, by the way?
Yes. So they are all on the lowest level. They are still there.
But like, what synergies did I have playing stage 3?
I don't think I saw that part of the game, but I'm pretty certain you had sharpshooters. You had some kind of frontline synergy, meaning either vanguards, mystics, or brawlers. Or you had some kind of beginning adept or divine.
I mean, I had like 5 synergies. I had Elderwood, Brawler, Sharpshooter, Spirit, Mystic. Right?
Yeah.
Because I had Maokai and Nunu for Elderwood and Brawler. Then I had Teemo and Yumi for Spirit. Then I had a random Nidalee for Sharpshooter. And then I had a Janna for Mystic. And it's these like little synergies that help a lot.
They do.
So it's like having Dazzler is not really a synergy. It's not that great, especially with Lux. Because she just stuns units. So Dazzler like on Lux is like 2 seconds. Vanguard is fine.
Yep.
But what yeah, let's see what you do here. Okay, you just passed over an Irelia. Right? So again, what are your strongest units right now?
Jin, and Lux
And Hecarim.
are my strongest.
The top 3, Jin, Lux, Hecarim, right? Agree?
Yeah.
So what does Lux need?
Divine.
Divine.
And I have both a Shin and an Irelia, meaning I could get an adept frontline and I could get a divine.
And you can even put in a Spirit Yumi for Mystic. So you would have Vanguards, Mystics, and Adepts. And if you hit a Teemo, you can have Sharpshooters for Jin and Spirit.
Yeah.
If you ditch one, first thing is Irelia and Shen over Jin and Lulu, right? For Adept and Divine. And then whatever else you get. And what is the one rule I told you last time, which you're still not following?
Don't waste gold.
Never fucking roll on creep rounds. Ever.
Yeah.
When is the right time to roll on a creep round? When is it allowed? There's one exception. Or like 2 exceptions.
I'm gonna say stage 4 and 7. Or
I'd
the
say
stage 4 creep round.
Nope. It's not a stage related answer.
Well, if you're about to die.
Yeah. If you're about to die, then you can roll on a creep round, or alternatively, second reason to roll on a creep round. You're probably not going to get there playing like this. Sorry, but like there's a. The second reason is if you're making a huge pivot. If you level up to 9, for example, you sell half your
Oh,
board and you have like 60 gold. So you can roll down to 30.
sorry. I think I hit my deafen button on mistake.
Are you sure I repeat it? Yeah.
Yeah. I play Among Us, so I have a deafen button.
That's fine. That's fine. So one, if you're dying, you should roll like you should roll, and second thing is you should roll if you're making a big pivot, so that you don't come out weaker. Like if you level up to 8 or 9, and then you have a lot of gold, so you roll it down. Yeah. And third point that Arm Warrior made, it's a good point if you have more than 50 gold. So you can roll a bit if you're above 50.
Yeah.
So
if I'm still rolling.
Okay, so number 1, can you die next round? No. Number 2, are you making a big pivot? No. And number 3, right, we answered that. Yeah, you can't die, you're not making a big pivot, you're not above 50. Yeah, so. So I just go back, you rolled once, I think. Yeah, you rolled once. Yeah, you did roll just once. So now let's see if you get some gold, then yeah. Maybe you wouldn't have made. Oh, okay. Please.
And my reaction time was just not fast enough to figure out what was going on.
But it's always
Otherwise,
sell
I should
Wukong.
have.
It's always sell Wukong or sell. Well,
Yeah.
Wukong is maybe better than sell Tom Kench. But that was the
Yeah.
that was the one roll. That was exactly the one roll. If you hadn't rolled, you'd be at higher gold. So you're
Yeah.
missing one interest because you rolled. Again, are you in a position here where you can waste 4 gold?
I'm not in a position where I can waste any gold.
Exactly. So here you're just on a 3 loss streak. So you can just tank one round, level up next round, right? Because what is next round?
Cannon? Oh, well, next round was a level up, regardless.
No, next round is a
I
perfect
could've
interval.
beat him.
Perfect interval.
Yeah.
So you would have saved 4 gold.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the most important unit you need to add here?
Blood Warlord.
No.
Or, well, Vayne.
You need a sharpshooter. Your Jin is like your main carry. And you passed up. Oh my god, and you're rolling down. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, and we have 3 divine. And we don't have the Sejuani in there. And you didn't sell the Lux. So, okay, look at this Jin. Look at this Jin. Isn't Jin like kind of strong right now?
Yeah, but he needs the second sharpshooter. He's getting one shot.
He just died, but like
2 shot.
yeah. So this is like not a board.
No, it isn't.
Like you seem to be panicking way too much, or I don't know like what's going on what's going on in your head. Why did you get the Lux now but not on when was it 3.6, 3.7 when you had her in the shop?
Again,
The
that's
sorry, the
not still
Irelia.
already.
The Irelia. You got the Irelia now.
I think it might have been because I didn't think I could make the econ back if I bought her then, but it doesn't make any sense at this point.
Right? Like you need to have some sort of direction. You need to like the way I think about it is like these like what are they called? Like trees or like maps or whatever. Skill
Mind
builds.
maps.
Yeah, oh yeah, maybe mind maps. Just like or like skill build trees or like unit trees. Like okay, right now my strongest board is with a sharpshooter. Okay, what can I do? I can do 4 Vanguard plus sharpshooter. I can do keeper plus sharpshooter. Right? I can do dusk plus sharpshooter. I can do frontline plus sharpshooter. But this like okay. By the way, why is this frontline terrible?
Appropriate synergies together.
That's one thing. Yes.
It doesn't really have any tank items,
Okay.
and its primary frontliner is a Xinjiao.
Yeah. But it's like okay. So position accordingly. Like you don't just put all the units here in the front like this. Like if you watch me, I never have like 5 units right next to each other. Like the only thing I had was two guards, Set and Shen. But not 5 minutes like this, because they all function differently, right? Like Irelia wants to disarm. Tom Kench can tank. Wukong, I don't know what the hell he's doing there. I guess no, the Irelia is lost. The Irelia is lost. Yeah, and the Yujin Chao can tank. And then like the reason why you cannot have this front line is because you want Maokai surrounded, you want Jinjiao surrounded, and you kind of want Tom Ken surrounded as well. So you have
That
two,
high amount of people surrounded.
you have like the the same function or like have you played League of Legends or Dota or any MOBAs?
Yes.
Yes, great. You just know I played a bit of Dota. So in Dota as well as in League, I think it's similar enough. You kind of want some units serving like the frontline function, some units serving some damage function, some units serving the utility function. Right? And you have only frontline. So in Dota or in League or any MOBA, if you have 4 tanks and 1 carry, it's not that great. Like, oh yeah, they're called supports. I don't know if they're called supports in League as well.
They are.
Yeah,
I
perfect.
played support.
Yeah. So who's the support on this team?
Lux.
Uh,
Or
arguable.
Irelia for that matter.
Yeah, those are kind of. But like, how about Mystic? Would be good for support. Or like another sharpshooter would be an okay support for Jin, like to augment his damage if you think about it that way. Right? So it's like you need like you have just tanks. Just tanks, one carry, without like he has good items, but he doesn't have sharpshooter synergy. So that's why you're losing it. Like that's why you're losing because like, and you sell the Lux now. Great. And yeah, what did we learn last session, by the way?
Well, it's not very good anymore.
No.
And
That you just keep doing right now.
don't waste gold.
Yes, I don't know if we learned that specifically, but use our hotkeys.
Yeah. As I said, I'm still practicing on that.
Oh
I
no!
do switch it up a little bit.
Oh nice. We're actually positioning a little bit. So again, this Aphelios is fine, but what does he need?
Moonlight Hunter.
Hunter, yeah. By the way, can you stop rolling here?
Probably not.
Not without Hunter, not without a chosen. Like here, it was rolled down to 0. Holy crap. Okay, I thought you would lose here. Nice. Nice. Okay, fine. Fine. That just hit the other board's being trash as well. But, like, your board is very weak. But, yeah, good. I don't understand, like, why did you sell the Lux? Like, if you sell the Lux, it's roll down till you find a chosen.
And I can't find any better chosen at the moment because I'm only level 7.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You're playing for top 4. But you need to, like, know that if you sell Lux, you're rolling down to 0 or till you find a chosen.
Yeah.
So this is not okay. Like, you won here, but... Oh, it's a 1-star Vigar with suboptimal items. Okay, that's why you won. But this is not okay. Like, if you're selling your chosen, you need to know, like, oh, I don't know what the hell he's doing. He has a chosen on the bench. Okay. Please no. Please no. Okay. You cannot waste 15 seconds here. That is a luxury you do not have. What are some chosens you could pick up right now? You need to know what you're looking for. So what are chosens you can pick up right now?
Ranged AD chosens. I can pick up Timo. I can pick up Vi. I can pick up.
I mean, in general, what kind of chosen would you want?
An AD chosen, preferably.
Sorry, AD, like attack damage.
AD chosen, yeah.
No, you already have your Aphelios. You can roll for Aphelios.
Mystic chosen or support chosen.
Mystic chosen, some sort of support chosen. Hunter Kid would be amazing, but any sort of more backline damage. Or alternatively, maybe like a Vanguard chosen. So, like, you should know, like, the most important thing is Zed is completely useless here. You take half a second, 1 second, you know that he's completely useless. Right? So,
yeah.
You cannot waste 15 seconds thinking about Zed. Like, this is not okay. You spent the whole turn doing nothing. Right?
I spent the turn trying to get a plan, trying to get a direction. That's usually what I spend 20 seconds on.
Oh, fuck. But it's like, you roll, and you just roll and buy the shop, and if you hit a 2-star, you put it in. If you have no direction. Like, your board is kind of okay. Like, what do you need right now for your board to actually be good?
Backline damage.
Right? Like what 2 units do you want to take out, and what 2 units do you want to put in?
I'm thinking to take out the Jax, throw in the Katarina, take out the Irelia, and throw in Kindred.
Yeah. So, like, Katarina, no, not really. Kindred, yes. So you definitely want Kindred, right?
Yeah.
And what else?
Ashe would be a pretty good one to have right now. Shen would be a good one to have right now.
Shen, not really, because you're taking out Irelia and Jax, right?
Yeah.
So it's Kindred, Ashe, or Warwick.
Yeah.
Yeah, or ideally, like, maybe Aatrox, Thresh, or something, because, like, the Xin Zhao is kind of whatever. You cannot sell the Xin Zhao now because he's a 2-star, But like the front line, like you have two vanguards, Jin Zhao and Tom Kench. So yeah, that's not it. And Irelia and Jax. So again, it's like you only have front line and one carry, without any buffs.
I need more carry.
Yeah. We don't need to lock the shop.
I'm taking the Jax.
But why not just buy him?
Because I also want to try to stay above 20 gold.
Okay. So the thing is, you do not roll here, right? What is the point of this roll? What is the point of these rolls? What is the
something I can throw in the next turn instead of those. And yes, I know I shouldn't roll on after combat has started.
Like what is the only thing you can achieve when you roll when combat started?
Finding something for the next round.
Yeah. And what does that actually, what does that, like, what does, I don't know, for me, like, for my mental, it doesn't do much. Like, I don't know what it does for your mental, but the only thing you can achieve is tilt yourself. Because this just fucking tilts me. Like, if I have this in my shop, I'm like, fuck, why don't I have the Jax and the Kayn in there? That's just, like, how I think about it. Maybe you have better mental, so you don't get tilted by this, but, like, for me, I'm like, oh my god, I didn't put them in on time. And it just tilts me. The fact that I have these amazing units that I don't have in there. Holy crap. Okay, maybe I should be playing more Aphelios. He seems hella broken.
Yes, Aphelios is quite a strong chosen, actually. Oh, well, it's quite a strong unit, actually. He just needs items.
Yeah, I can see that. Really powerful.
That was kind of why I decided to exchange Kindred for him. Oh, well, I don't even know Gen for him.
Okay, what do we want here? What the fuck is this?
I want the Yone. No discussions.
Yes, the Yone. You have a Yone with Morello. And for some reason you get something else. We get a sword. So, like, here, if you pick up the Yone with Morello, you can still maybe top 4. Because look at the HP. Like, 45 is over here. So if you pick up the Yone, you can top 4. He is that powerful. So, like, I don't understand how this can happen. This should never happen. There's a Kayn and a Yone. Those are the, like, I don't know about, maybe Kayn is a little, like, not that perfect, but, like, a Yone, Set, and Kayn, especially if you're this far behind, those are legendaries that can actually help you. Like, your board, like, you have 1-star random shit on your board. 1-star legendary is, like, almost as good as a 2-star. Almost as good. So, you definitely pick up the Yone to replace Irelia, for example, or to replace Jax or Tom Kench or something. Like, this should never happen. You should never pass up a Yone or a Kayn. So you value Hextech Kayn more than having a Yone with Morello and a Kayn?
Yes.
Yeah? But isn't that kind of just terrible? Because you could have had...
To an extent, yes. But,
you could have had both.
I think, keep in mind, this was from about a week ago, which is shortly after the patch rolled out. This was before most people figured out how bad Kayn actually became after they nerfed him, including me.
No, Kayn is fine. I don't think Kayn is bad. I just think having a Kayn is not as good as having a Kayn and Yone.
True.
Right? It's simple as that. Like, yeah, Kayn got a little nerfed, but you could have had Kayn and Yone would have Morello. Kayn would have Hextech, but Yone would have Morello. So Alternatively, you could have picked up the. You could have made Dusk Kane. If you had, yeah, you could. No, you can't put it back into Jin. Yeah, you cannot put it back into Jin. Here, it's 100% put in Asher and Kindred. You missed a Kindred,
Yeah.
and you didn't put in Ash. You have a fucking Tom Kench. So, another thing, which I didn't do that well last game, I admit it. You need to know what you can take out, in case you hit something. So you just hit a Hunter. Tom Kench has no synergies. He's a 1 cost. He's lost. He should not be there. Yeah. So, and you missed the Kindred. So Tom Kench did absolutely nothing. Okay, do you know why these wins are kind of bad?
Because I'm only winning by 1 unit.
Exactly. So you're not smacking these people. Like, if you smack them a bit more, they might die before you do. But it's like, oh, I'm gentle, you know, just like, take a little bit of damage. Holy shit, nice. What the fuck? Oh! Why?
I didn't think it fitted in like at all.
Oh, but how does Tom Kench and Jin Zhao fit in?
Duelist. And as for Time Kane, she is a 2-star. I think that was my argument at the time.
A 2-star 1 cost is better than a legendary. That,
Yeah, probably not.
yeah. I would argue even you can take out, maybe you can, no, I mean the Sejuani is really good. But definitely, okay, definitely you want to put in Ash over Tom Kench. And I think Yone is a bit better than Kane, but like maybe it's okay. Since you have a lot of front line. Oh, for fuck's sake. Like, look at this. Look at this. Right?
Yes, I've already told you this
Yeah.
was an 8th. There was a reason it's an 8th.
Yeah. But like I need you to remember why it's an 8th, right?
Yeah.
So
So it's an 8 because I chose the wrong units at the wrong times and because I kept on wasting gold.
yep, and you didn't put in like that's why I like the damage charts. You see that Aphelios is doing the most damage. So you need him to do more. Like you need to make sure that like honestly what on this board is helping Aphelios? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it's just like there's frontline, that's good. But nothing is actually look at that. He picked up the Morello Yone. That was on the carousel. Maybe. I don't know. And okay, so yeah, as I mentioned at the start, looking at your start on stage 2, I said you have to roll down to 0 on level 7 on stage 4, right? We both agree to that, right?
Yeah, and that hasn't happened.
You're gonna try to go to 8 and you're gonna die.
Yep.
I can already I mean you told me it's an 8th. Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean you obviously see that's a completely wrong play, right?
Yep, it is.
Because you had
He
a
should have been exchanged a long time ago.
but for what? For Yone or for Ash, right?
Yeah.
Not for Irelia. Because it's like the thing that frustrates me the most is like your inconsistency. Because you said Tom Kench is like what you told me. Like Tom Kench is the best unit I can have right now, and all of a sudden you get an Irelia and you decide to throw him away for Irelia when you had stronger options. So like either you value Tom Kench or you don't value Tom Kench, or you overvalue Irelia. I don't know. And we're rolling again on creep round. Great. You could have had 4 hunters, by the way. So this is definitely indecision. What did you? Why red cane?
Because Blue Cane still doesn't do enough damage during the early round to make up for the healing that he otherwise gets from red, even with Hex Tech.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's seriously
Yeah.
actually.
Okay. This is so painful. Oh no! What? Why? So, yeah, you have the 4 divine option with Warwick for Hunter.
And Hunter.
But look at this. Like, there's an Ash. There's an Ash with. Oh, no Hunter either. Okay, that's just bad. I don't know what the. Oh, it's Ash and Vigar. Yeah, look at this. Like, Vigar 3 items, Ash 3 items. So this is really powerful. No chosen either, but who cares?
Yeah, by the way, this is the guy who complained that there were like 4 different people going for Elderwood.
Oh, very nice.
That's kind of why I thought Ash was not a particularly good idea.
But right now you need like any Hunter.
Yeah, I know.
So like, I think a trend here, you never had like amazing synergies, at no point in the game.
No.
So just like focus more on getting some synergies in anything, Sharpshooter, Vanguard, Elderwood, Brawler, Spirit, Mystic. Because like these little synergies, like now stage 5 it doesn't matter. Stage 5 is like about powerful units, but stage 2, 3, and maybe even a bit of 4, when you have like 6, 7, 8 synergies, it's really powerful. Like you have Divine, Vanguard, and Duelist. And the only thing actually that matters is maybe the Vanguard. So essentially you have 7 random units that do nothing together. Right? Like, okay, these 2 synergize, but nothing else synergizes. Okay, now we have more synergies, that's good. But now we are dead.
Indeed we are.
Interesting positioning, okay. But I mean, the Hunter actually is pretty good on Philios. Holy crap.
It is.
Holy crap, we're not dead yet.
I think I actually lost another round, which was.
But that's the Hunter. You finally added Hunter.
Yeah.
Do you see the difference in strength when you have a 3 item
I do
carry?
see the difference.
Yeah. So here it's the boss over Jhin.
Yeah, it is.
Oh no, sorry, the boss over Irelia. Why is 4 Divine useless here?
Because I'm not really using any Divine Frontline anyways.
You kind of
and
are.
I don't really have any extra damage, so the extra true damage doesn't really matter.
They're naked. They're all naked.
Yeah.
So naked units don't need synergies. That's maybe like another thing you can remember. Like, focus on synergies for the units that actually have items. So by adding Hunter, it's really good for your hunters. By adding Divine, does nothing. Vanguard is kind of okay for the Vanguards, but like Mystic is something you should almost always consider stage 4 and 5 onwards, because a lot of damage is magic damage. Like my fuck up last game was that I had 4 Mystic, which was useless. So okay, one last thing. Why do you have two affiliates on your bench?
Because I didn't think I could manage to get the Warwick, or I hope to get an Aphelios 3-star, though I should probably just have sold them and rolled for Warwick.
Yeah, there's no way you can get Aphelios 3-star, right?
Not at this point in the game, no.
So it's always like Sejuani is kind of a bait as well, but it's like okay, so maybe try to find a Sejuani 2, Warwick 2, Irelia 2, something along those lines. But like never, never Aphelios 3. But his items are kind of meh. But I guess okay, yeah, you get completely outpositioned.
Yeah, and I get smacked by Yone.
Yeah. But that's just not positioning against Aatrox either.
Yeah.
Oh, this was painful. I hope it was painful for you as well, and you learned something from it.
Oh, believe me, it was.
Yeah, thank you for sharing this. I mean, so what are the key takeaways?
The key takeaways is either you econ or you win streak. It's not both.
Yep.
The other takeaway is no rolling 3 rounds unless you're dying.
Yeah.
Or yeah, unless you're dying is pretty much the rundown of that
That's the
one.
most important one. Yeah.
Build synergies around the units who actually have items.
Exactly. Or like team wide, like Mystic or Adept.
Yeah, or team wide. Don't pick up a chosen you don't really have items for.
Early on you can, but later on, yeah, it's kind of useless.
Or at least sell them as soon as you hit level 6.
Sure. Yeah. Your chosen was pointless. Correct.
Yeah. 2-stars have a lot more value early game.
Just two star your board, like
Two-star
not even
your
early game, like all the way to stage 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I mean you summarized it pretty well. And go for like as many synergies as you can, like good synergies. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, thank you for looking through that slide torture.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Take care.
You too.